This video is sponsored by PTCGLstore.com, a great place for you to buy Pokemon TCG code cards. Please remember to use my code NIGHT22 at checkout so that you can get a 5% discount. Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be showcasing Haxorus from the Black Bolt and White Flare expansion set. These sets are actually separate from each other, and Haxorus is on the Black Bolt side of the expansion. Haxorus has two powerful attacks. The first one is Crosscut. For 2 colorless energies, it deals 80 plus damage. However, if your opponent's active is an evolution Pokemon, this attack will deal 160 damage instead. But what makes Haxorus even more awesome is its attack, Axe Blast. For 1 fighting, 1 metal, and 1 colorless energy, if your opponent's active is a basic Pokemon, you can instantly knock it out. This is a really nice technical card that you can utilize, because even if your opponent has a way of increasing their basic Pokemon's HP to increase its survivability, you can just ignore it and you can still just instantly knock them out anyways. But evolving into this stage 2 Pokemon and also fulfilling its attack's multi-type energy requirement can be quite difficult to accomplish, which is why I'll be pairing this with SLOWKING so that we can just simply copy its attack. Not much has changed to the base build as well as the strategy for the SLOWKING deck, but just as a recap, SLOWKING has the attack Seek Inspiration. You discard the top card of your deck, and if that card is a Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, you can copy one of its attack and use it as this attack. So we're going to use SLOWKING to copy our other Pokemon's attacks. And of course we have other main attacks that we can copy, such as Kyurem, so that we can hit 3 targets and deal 110 damage to each of them. This is a great way for cleaning out evolution type builds. With this, you can knock out multiple low HP targets, especially before your opponent can evolve them. And we also have Regigigas. This will allow you to hit for 330 damage against a Terra Pokemon. And we also have Conkeldurr, which will allow you to hit for 250 pure damage against any Pokemon. As for the strategy, it's pretty much just putting Pokemon on top of your deck and recovering the Pokemon card so that you can reuse their attacks over and over again. And with the new Haxorus as one of your technical cards, you'll now have an answer to any matchup, whether it's an evolution or a basic centered build. And I will leave a link in the description to my first SLOWKING video if you want to check that out. Anyways, that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description below. And now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Haxorus. Before we get into the video, I have a small request. If you're liking the content I create, please leave a like to this video, and please support this channel by subscribing if you haven't already. This is a small click for you, but for me, it means a lot. Thank you so much for all of your support. On to our first match. I'm going to start this with Natu in the active spot. And thankfully, we also have Buddy Witty Poffin. My opponent will start with Applin, alright. And we got a SLOWKING. Let's go ahead and use our Poffin first. Set up Slowpoke, maybe Badoo to item lock our opponent. But since we can't attack during our first turn, I think I'm just going to go with 2 Slowpokes for the meantime. And then I'll attach an energy to my active, prep it for next turn, we can retreat it, and we're just going to pass it on to our opponent. We're going to use Bug Catching Set. And they also have Yanmega EX, alright. But for the most part, they have a lot of low HP Pokemon, so we can actually attempt for multiple knockouts. We have SLOWKING, we have another energy. We just need one more energy and a way to put Kyurem on top of our deck. Hey, speaking of, we got a Kyurem. So let's evolve into Xatu. We can use its ability, attach an energy, draw 2. But we got Fessendipity EX and another Slowpoke, so we will not be able to attack during this turn. So I'll just retreat my Xatu for now, and I'm just going to sacrifice my Slowpoke, because I'm pretty sure my opponent can attack during their turn here. And they will evolve into Yanmega EX. So it has an ability where if you switch it from the bench to the active, you can search your deck for up to 3 basic grass energies and attach it to Yanmega. So that's Buzzing Boost ability. And there it is, 3 grass energies. They also have Teal Mask, Ogerpon, and they had another energy. So they can attack with Yanmega EX here, deal 210 damage with Jet Cyclone. And they have no choice, they have to switch 3 energies from Yanmega to one of their bench Pokemon, and they will transfer it to Ogerpon. For now, I'm gonna promote my Slowpoke. Thankfully, we got Fessendipity EX. We can use Flip the Script to draw 3. Hey, we got Reversal Energy and Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. Alright, I think we can still take multiple knockouts here, because we should have another copy of Kyurem in the deck. I just hope it's not prized. And we have the energy that we need for SLOWKING.
For now, I'm gonna use Buddy Buddy Poffin, set these two up. And then we can use Cypher Maniac. There it is, we got Kyurem. And for our second card, I think I'm gonna go with Max Rod. That way we can recover our energies and our Pokemon as needed. So we'll attach a Reversal Energy. We can use Seek Inspiration, and we can copy Trifrost, and we can deal 110 damage to 3 of their Pokemon. And we will take out all 3 of their Apple Pokemon. And that's gonna get us our first 3 prizes of the game. Look at that, that's insane. 3 prizes with 1 attack. Slowking is still pretty much viable, guys. Still a very strong Pokemon. The only thing that will change it is with Shaman. So Shaman blocks bench damage to any of your Pokemon that has no rule box. But unless your opponent has it, you can still use Slowking effectively. For now though, my opponent will switch their Yanmega EX back into the active, activating its ability. And there it is, it's fully energized once again. And it will use Jet Cyclone. And they will continue to transfer energies to the same Ogerpon. It's like putting all of your eggs in one basket, guys. If we have a chance to get our Haxorus, we can instantly knock out that Ogerpon. Let's see, we can evolve this. We can use Max Rod. And I'm just gonna recover all of these. And then I'm gonna use Xatu to attach an energy to Slowpoke. Or actually, oh man, okay. That was supposed to go to Slowking, guys. Alright. Why did I do that? Anyways, I'm just gonna use Itchy Pollen. So that will item lock our opponents. Maybe they can't switch out their Yanmega EX. But we'll be ready for next turn. We have Boss's Orders, we have Academy at Night, and an energy for our Slowking. So they're gonna use Myriad Leaf Shower, dealing 270 damage. But all of those energies in one Ogerpon is not good, guys. Well, since they already attacked with it, we have the energy. We can evolve into another Slowking. And we have Academy at Night. We can use Flip the Script. And that's not the Haxorus that we need. So I'm gonna get Regigigas instead. We can still use it because Ogerpon is a Terra Pokemon. So we're dealing 330 damage. And there it is. We got 2 more prizes. For now, my opponent has no more energies on any of their Pokemon. So if they leave this Ogerpon in the active, we could just instantly knock it out with our Haxorus. And we also have Night Stretcher to get our Regigigas. But for now, they will use Prime Catcher to switch our Fezandipity EX in the active. And also their Yanmega. But they only got 2 energies. So I don't know if they can still attack this turn. They have Super Rod. And this Haxorus is only dealing 230 damage. So its second attack is not dealing enough damage. So I'm going to go for this Haxorus. We're going to use our Jet Energy to switch our Slowking. We have Boss's Orders. And we're just going to use Academy at Night. And we will copy Axe Blast to instantly knock out their Ogerpon EX. And that will get us our last prize to win the game. And there it is, guys. Good game. Moving on to our next match. This time, I'm going to start with Cleffa in the active. And we also have Slowpoke. It is worth noting that I actually made a small change to this build. I just took out the old Haxorus, the one that can instantly knock out your opponent's active if they have special energy attached to it, but I feel like it's not as useful. So I took it out and put Conkeldurr back into this deck. But with that said, let's go back into the game. So we have Nest Ball. I'm going to go ahead and set up Natu. I'll attach an energy to Slowpoke, and I'm just gonna end my turn. So my opponent's starting with Zekrom EX, one of the newer Pokemon that came out of the Black Bolt and White Flare expansion set. But I feel like a lot of the more useful Pokemon are on the Black Bolt expansion. By the way, how do you guys feel about Pokemon splitting this set into two? Would you rather have Pokemon just put it all in one or into two, as it is? But I feel like it's a lot easier for you to find the Pokemon that you want, especially if you know which set it's on and the sets are smaller. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. So for now, we were able to set up another Slowpoke and another Natu. I'm just gonna boss their Iron Hands EX into the active, and we're just gonna Grasping Draw to draw into more cards. So it's better for their Iron Hands to be in the active, because if they're able to use Electric Generator to put more energies to Iron Hands, they can use Ampere very much and take another prize for knocking out our Pokemon. But at least with this, they can take out Cleffa, but they're only taking one prize. And they're also able to set up 2 Tynamo. So those are lower HP Pokemon, so we can actually take multiple knockouts by using Kyurem's attack. Hey, we got Haxorus. Look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and get Fast and Dippity EX. Use Flip the Script. We got Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. We still need Slowking though. But we have a basic energy to use for Xatu. We can draw 2 more cards. But for now, I'm gonna use Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking to set up 2 cards on top of our deck, and we can just draw into it. So I'll get Slowking, and I'm gonna get Iono. That way we can draw into more cards. And then we can use Xatu to attach an energy. We got our Slowking. And we got Jet Energy to switch our Slowking into the active. And we also have Academy at Night to put Haxorus on top of our deck so that we can copy its attack. So we're just gonna seek inspiration, copy Axe Blast, and instantly knock out our opponent's Iron Hands EX. Look at that. So we got our first 2 prizes, and we got another Iono and Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. Not too bad. Haxorus is actually pretty strong, but it has its own uses, you know, very specific matchups. But in this case, my opponent's using a lot of basic attackers, so it's actually pretty useful against this matchup. And my opponent will evolve one of their Dynamo into Electric. It has the Dynamotor ability, which allows them to accelerate a lightning energy from the discard pile to one of their bench Pokemon. Basically a predecessor to Flaffy's ability. And they will evolve into another Electric. So they can fully power up their Zekrom EX. They have Air Balloon on Miraidon so they can retreat it. And that should allow them to knock out our Slowking. Okay, they're gonna retreat. And they will attack with Voltage Burst, dealing 230 damage, knocking out our Slowking. So I'm just gonna promote our Slowpoke. I'm gonna go ahead and use Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, get Slowking, and Max Rod. Then we can use Flip the Script to draw into those cards. Nice. We can evolve this. And I can use Max Rod to recover energies and also Haxorus. Let me actually get all these cards, because we can. We can evolve into another Slowking. I'll use Clairvoyant Sense to attach an energy to this guy. Hey, look at this. We can fully energize our Slowking, send up another Slowpoke, attach another energy, draw 2. Hey, we got Kyurem. Actually, what I'm gonna do is just use Academy at Night and use Kyurem's attack to take out all of their Dynamo and also their Electric. So we're just gonna use Trifrost, take out these 3. That's gonna get us 3 prizes, and everything else, all their other Pokemon left over are just basic Pokemon, so we can use Haxorus to just knock them out. I just hope they don't have Iono to reset our hand But other than that, we are looking pretty good. We can take our last knockout next turn and then just win this game. Speaking of, they have an Iono. Okay. We got Jet Energy though. We can still attack with SLOWKING. But we need either Haxorus or Kyurem. Okay, they're gonna take another knockout. I can promote this Slowpoke for the meantime. We have Jet Energy anyways to switch. Hey, we got Night Stretcher. Okay, that will do. We can use Flip the Script. I'll just get a basic energy. We can draw into 2 more cards. Okay, we got Kyurem. Okay. And Cypher Manic Scroll Breaking. Actually, since we are showcasing Haxorus, let's just go ahead and get a Haxorus, put it on top of our deck, and guess what, guys? We're gonna seek inspiration, and we're just gonna instantly knock out this Zekrom EX. And there you have it. Not too bad. Good game. On to our third and final match. I will start this with Slowpoke in the active. We also have Buddy Buddy Poffin to set up more basic Pokemon on our bench. And my opponent will start with Charmander. Got another Slowpoke. I'm gonna set up Natu and Badoo. I'll just attach an energy to the active. And I'm just gonna end my turn. So this is one of the few that you can actually win against easily. So this is why SLOWKING is so good against evolution type and even now basic types with Haxorus in this build. But basically what we're going to do here is use Badoo, prevent our opponent from using Rare Candy to evolve straight into their Charizard EX, and hopefully we can take multiple knockouts with Kyurem. But even then, even if they evolve into their Charizard EX, we also have Regigigas to deal 330 damage, which can potentially knock out their Charizard EX in a single hit. So we have it all planned out. Will Haxorus be useful in this evolution type build? We will find out. Okay, they have Buddy Buddy Poffin, set up another Charmander and Pidgey. And they're just gonna end their turn. Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just use Jet Energy on Badoo. We can evolve into SLOWKING, evolve into Xatu, and I can use Artisan, and we can set up Cleffa, because we might need to draw into more cards. But for now, I'm just gonna use Itchy Pollen, deal 10 damage to their Tatsugiri, and we will item lock them. So at least for now, we know that our opponent cannot fully evolve into their Charizard EX or their Pidgeot EX, which will give them access to the Quick Search ability. So that should buy us some time. Maybe we will draw into something useful next turn. But if not, we might have to use Cleffa so that we can draw into more cards. Oh boy, they're also using the Dusknoir lineup. Although if they knock out their Dusclops or their Dusknoir, we will get prize for that as well. Okay, so it's our turn again. I'm gonna go ahead and retreat just so we can speed things up. I'm gonna use Artisan, get another Natu. Discard these two, and ooh, okay. We can get SLOWKING, evolve this, just in case my opponent targets our other one. And we're just gonna Grasping Draw for 7 cards. So we got Academy at Night, we got Kyurem, and an Energy. So even if they knock out our Cleffa here, that will activate our Reversal Energy. And then we can use Academy at Night, put Kyurem on top of our deck, and then we can take multiple knockouts. I just hope that they don't fully evolve into their high HP Pokemon. Ooh, they have Hero's Cape. Okay. That will add 100 HP to their Charizard EX if they evolve. So even if we use Regigigas, it's not gonna be enough to knock out a full HP Charizard EX with that Hero's Cape. So they will fully evolve into Pidgeot EX though. Now they have access to Quick Search. They can just find any one card from their deck and put it into their hand. So they'll attach an energy to Tatsugiri. They have TM Evolution. Okay, looks like they're just gonna take it slow. And they will evolve into one Dusclops and one Charmeleon. Okay. With that cape though, it has 200 HP, so we can't knock it out with Kyurem. So that's not good. I can use Iono for now. Okay. We got the Psychic Energy. Because they didn't take out our Cleffa, we actually needed Psychic Energy to be able to attack. But thankfully we got Xatu. And we have Jet Energy to switch, although we can just easily retreat our Cleffa. And we have Ultra Ball, so we can still get our Kyurem, actually. So we have one in the deck. And then we can use Academy at Night, put it on top of our deck. And then we can use Seek Inspiration, copy Trifrost, and then we're just gonna take out Charmander, add 110 damage to their Charmeleon, and take out their Dusclops. So we'll take 2 prizes. At least we have the initial 110 damage. So that basically negates the additional HP of Hero's Cape. So now we can still use Regigigas to be able to one-hit knock out Charizard EX. And not to mention, we can also use Kyurem to take out Tatsugiri and their Duskull. So now they will evolve into Charizard EX, activating the Infernal Rain ability, attaching 2 fire energies to Charizard. It can attack, and of course, the more prizes their opponent takes, the higher the attack damage will be. And they will promote into Charizard EX. Probably just knock out our Slowking. Anyways, leaving our Slowking alive is a big danger for our opponent because we'll still have access to a lot of attacks. We're going to use Pidgeot EX. Replace our Stadium with Artisan. That's fine. We have another Academy at Night in our hand. So far we're looking pretty good, actually. We're looking pretty good. Okay, they're gonna use Artisan. But they didn't get anything. Instead, they will use Ultra Ball. And they're gonna get Dusknoir. They will fully evolve. They can put 13 damage counters to one of our Pokemon. Oh, this is bad. They can actually take out our bench Slowking and then just knock out our active, and we'll be out of attackers. But no, they took out our active. Unless they have a boss orders or something. Okay, we got a prize for that. We got a Kyurem. But I'm just gonna promote Badoo. We can sacrifice this. And they're gonna knock it out. Dude, they almost got me. They could have actually disarmed me that turn if they had put the damage counters to our bench Slowking instead. So now it's our turn. We actually survived a really critical turn there. But we have Cypher Minix Code Breaking. And we got Regigigas. So I'm gonna get this. And I'm also going to get... let's see. We have Max Rod. It's always good to prep for your next turn, guys. So I'm just gonna get Max Rod. I'm gonna use Night Stretcher to get another energy, and then we can draw into those cards. We have Night Stretcher anyway, so we can put Regigigas on top of our deck. So we have that, and then I'm gonna use Max Rod to recover these guys. Put another Slowpoke into play. We'll attach an energy there, and I'm gonna retreat into Slowking. And then we can use Regigigas to knock out this Charizard EX. Because it is a Terra Pokemon, we can hit for 330 damage to knock it out. And that's gonna get us 2 more prizes. So now, we just need 1 more prize. We can probably use Kyurem's attack, take out that Tatsugiri, and we're gonna be able to win this game. They don't have any other attackers in play. Unless they have a surprise, maybe Blood Moon Ursaluna EX. But even if they do that, we can just instantly knock it out with Haxorus. So let's see if my opponent can recover here. But we pretty much win this game. We just need to use Kyurem to knock out their Tatsugiri. Okay, they're gonna use Quick Search. And they're gonna use Iono. Okay, that's not good. That is not good. But still, our Slowking is still alive. And they can't attack right now. I mean, they can start attacking with Pidgeot EX and knock out our Slowking. It only has 120. Dude, we got Cypher Maniac's code breaking. This is insane, guys. Look at this. That's insane. Okay, so we'll just put Haxorus on top of our deck. Copy Axe Blast, instantly knock out this Fazandipity EX, and we will win the game. Look at that, guys. Wow. Awesome game. Good game. And that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching the Popsicleknight channel, and until next time, please stay safe and have a great day.